The United States government doesn't say the fight is over, but almost, claiming 98% of the land that ISIS or Daesh held in Syria and Iraq has been liberated, with 5 million people living in those areas set free this year. Last January, when Donald Trump became president, ISIS was plotting big attacks in the U.S. and other Western countries.
They were aspiring to kind of major 9/11 type attacks. That's what they really aspired to do. And so long as they had these safe havens and sanctuaries, particularly cities, a city like Raqqa, and at the time they still controlled half of Mosul, it was really hard to root them out.
Brett McGurk, chosen by President Barack Obama, but now working for Trump as diplomatic coordinator of the war against ISIS, says Secretary of State Rex Tillerson made it his top priority.
One of his first major events here at the State Department was gathering almost 70 countries here at the State Department from our global coalition. It's now one of the largest coalitions of its kind ever assembled in history.
McGurk says the U.S. missile strike in April on Syria's Air Force as punishment after chemical weapons were used showed Russia, one of the chief backers of the Syrian regime, that American policy had changed.
We actually happened to be in some negotiations with the Russians while all this was going on. Had a pretty dramatic effect, I think, on the overall situation, our ability to exert some leverage on the overall situation in Syria.
Critics of the administration point out, however, that the result of the Syrian civil war, in addition to 400,000 deaths and 11 million civilians displaced, is the survival of the Assad government and clear political gains for Russia and for Iran. But at least ISIS has been weakened. Dan Raviv, i24NEWS, Washington.